Hey guys, it's QiQiBuns here again. So I was finally able to get a Slayer Chi match recorded and ranked for you guys. And the only reason I wasn't able to get the draft and ban phase recorded is just because that day I wasn't planning on playing Chi Slayer lane, because lately I've been having to play jungle, due to the veteran and diamond tiers. But this one was an actual master tier rank per se. So let's get into it. So for this match, I believe I was at a huge disadvantage just because I did not know Yan's skills or his damage output really. I've seen him, I've played against him and stuff like that, and seen him in jungle, but I haven't really had the chance to fight him. So I don't really know what he does. He kind of reminds me of Ada with his, CC and his jumping with the AoE stuff. So right here, I'm just kind of doing my usual thing, clearing the wave as fast as possible, and then just kind of testing out what he does and how much damage he can do. So you see me like tabbing to see what heroes to have and whatnot. Is because I'm thinking of what to build, since they have a Zeal and a L'Oreal. That's two mages, so I'm definitely going to be building a Medallion of Troy in this match. So you see there, I kind of wasted my flicker there. I overcommitted to try to see what he does, and again almost died there too. So you don't want to do that. So I'm backing here. If you notice where the minions are in my lane, they're in that middle turret or the second turret. If they're there, that's a good safe time to start backing and recalling, because if you wait for them to go any further than that, by the time you get to the lane, you will miss the enemy minions. So here you can see, like, I'm gonna miss, I think, the first one possibly. Oh no, so I made it in time. Yeah, so if the rule of thumb is if it's before that second turret where your minions are, then you're good to go to start backing. If it's after, you kind of want to stay just so you can catch the wave, because you don't want to miss it. But as a Dark Slayer lane role and hero that you play, what hero you play, you want to have high map awareness, constantly look at the mini map, notice where the jungler is and the mid laner, so you can ping and also make your moves based on that. But as far as Chi goes, you're not the tankiest, so just keep that in mind. And the more farm and gold you can get, the more tankier, more damage you can have based on your build. So here I saw Ryoma coming up, so ulted him. Obviously he got out, and then Richter came, so I started backing away, and we don't have backup, and if I commit there, we're probably both gonna die. And I think Ryoma dies here. Yeah, so he does. So not much you can do there if your teammate's trying to commit, or if you can't escape. You don't want to feed into it, based off of your judgment. So here, just gonna clear the lane, and then I think I'm gonna start heading down mid afterwards. But yeah, as far as the build, since I have a L'Oreal, I would think I was gonna build Curse of Death here. I'm not completely sure, but I know I definitely built Medallion of Troy for this match. So unfortunate, our jungle is being invaded and the teammate died, and they get a counter kill there. So I'm just start roaming mid just because everyone's down in the mid area. And I think I flicker S1 ulted L'Oreal here. Yep. And she's kind of tricky because she jumps around a lot, so I wasn't able to finish her off, but luckily I had my teammates there. And you can see how I heal off with the minions and keep my passive stacks being used to get my life regen and my armor up. And here you kind of just want to retreat and go back to lane and farm. There's no reason for you to hang around here, because again, the point of you being Dark Slayer lane is to cause pressure in the lane and help your teammates out. That's pretty much it. It's a completely different role than jungler, which is trying to make moves, make big plays, and steal the enemy farm and jungle, and to gank. With Slayer lane, you're more kind of like an island. You're just farming, getting your builds, and if you get kills, cool, but you kind of just want to be like it's kind of like a solo support. So right here I saw L'Oreal came up from the bush, and right there I would have survived if Zeal didn't came in, but unfortunately I don't have any other dashes left. And so I got 3-man there and got dove by Zeal. So kind of those things you kind of just, you know, have to eat it. But if I was more aware and I saw where Zeal was coming from, I probably would have just, you know, went back or just walked back to the second tower. But, you know, that's just in hindsight. So, but during that match, I only saw L'Oreal at the tip of the brush or bush there, and that's when I started backing up. And if you were like, if I was like half a second late, I would have probably just died there before Zeal got to me. But yeah, so we're ready. We already lost 2 turrets. I think we're gonna lose mid soon. Either way, 2 against, you know, 0 over theirs. That's terrible. So they're already getting the extra vision because the minions will naturally push further onto our side, so that's an advantage for them. But here you're joining mid lane, so I get a good flicker S1 ultimate stun there on Zeal for teammates to catch, and kind of just hanging in the back just because we can't really tank much. At the same time, if you get kited with Chi, it's not good. Yeah, so good pull on Grak's part, and the AD carry's positioning was pretty perfect there. So good teamwork there. So just going back, clearing this wave, and probably gonna get the Drake or Dragon here. I forgot what this minion, jungle minion is called, but just because Yan was low on health and he was backing probably, so that's why I had that chance to get it. But don't prioritize too much on getting that little thing. It's only gonna give you a little bit of gold. I mean, if you can, go for it, but you want to, again, cause that lane pressure, map pressure, and support your team, and also support your division. So here, again, I didn't really know his skills, but I was just testing him out and just being like, okay, I'm just going to do my typical combo, which is, you know, your S2 when he's walking into the bush, S1 to knock him up, and then just, you know, do the knockback, auto, and then finish him with the second dash. Here, going back to mid to help teammates. So Yorn, stationary, AD carry, perfect for Chi to eat. So here, I can't remember if I died. Okay, so I got away. So yeah, another tip with dodging skill shots, especially, so with Zeal, you know, it goes like a straight line, but then it comes back. So you kind of want to walk further away, but at an angle at the same time. If you just walk straight, you're just gonna eat his blades. And then for L'Oreal, you don't necessarily want to walk back. You can, but for L'Oreal, it's more of an angle. So because hers is just a straight shot, Zeal's is like a wide straight shot, and it also moves back depending on where his position is, right? So, and here I think I go in, just looking for the timing right there. So I get Yan there, and then L'Oreal, I believe, is going to go down here. Might escape, actually. Okay, no, she got away. But I think I get her later here, because Romeo overcommits. So as a jungler, just a tip, don't do that as Ryoma. Here, I just get clean up the kill, pretty much. So no skill really involved there. Yeah, so we're down 3 towers, and they have no, and we don't have any towers from them. So here, just causing some pressure. So I think their teammates are closing in, so just have to be careful. So I missed my ultimate there. It happens, and luckily Richter backed off. I'm assuming because he saw Grak on the edge of his screen. Otherwise, I would have died if he kept going, because Natalia doesn't really have much to stop an enemy, and it's still, I guess, like early mid game per se, so she doesn't have her full build and damage yet. So I was gonna start the Darkslayer there, but I saw my teammates were in trouble, so saw some commotion and I joined in. So that's what you want to do, being a Darkslayer role. You can see there, you want to get out of his AoE. Then again, I went for the AD carry, so, you know, always look for their AD carry, but at the same time, keep track of where you are, because you can easily eat a bunch of damage. So Zeal overcommits here, and I had a feeling he was going to do that, just because they're, you know, hungry for kills. So I was waiting, and as soon as he took a step forward, I took a step back towards him. You know, S1 ultimate, and the rest was history for him. So Qi has a lot to do with positioning, so it's important. And another tip, don't flame people if you can. Doesn't really help much. And plus, if you're typing, you're obviously not focused to play the game, unless you're typing to be communicative in a positive manner. So here, everyone was, you know, the enemies, as far as what I knew at that time, was not near the Dark Slayer, so I was just going to grab it. Or Abyssal Dragon, sorry. Plus, we had quite a bit of vision in mid. I think L'Oreal tries to go for it and save my ultimate. Then again, she jumps out of it. So unlucky for me. I should have been patient with it. But yeah, that's all I can say there. And I'm just cleaning up kills and not dying, pretty much. Not overcommitting, playing safe, farming, looking for opportunities, and helping out the team. And again, you can see I'm always constantly moving. You don't want to just sit in a bush and wait. You're wasting time. Unless you know an enemy's about to come that way, then that's what, you know, you can do those cheesy kills here and there, but it's not always going to work. It'll probably only work once or twice in a match. So finally get some pressure back and some turrets back, so we're getting gold back and getting back into the game. But at the same time, I can't die because I have 9 kills or 8 kills. So if I die right now, they're going to get tons of gold. So that's why I'm like hanging in the back and just making sure enemies aren't nearby me. So you're just pushing the lane just because I noticed they're all at mid. And just, you know, hanging out. Heading towards mid to team up with the group. And just looking for their squishies. Again, Yorn kind of steps up too far. And just lead them pretty much. And without their damage, their main damage, turrets are pretty easy to take out. So right now we're just pushing in. And when you have that pressure and that momentum, just keep using it and abuse it. Keep the enemies running. Because if we were to back away, they would just, you know, catch back up. So again, pretty much a 4v2 or whatnot, or 5v2 actually, and that's it for the game. But yeah, so pretty much standard build with Qi here. The only thing different was that I built Medallion of Choice sooner before I built Fenrir, and that was that. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I can improve on certain things with feedback. And yeah, I might work on another one soon. So it's gonna be a fun one. So it's gonna be a support Qi. So all right, thank you guys, appreciate it. Peace.